To the people of Venezuela, U.S. hands.
Off Venezuela!
U.S. hands off.
Venezuela!
Comrades, friends, sisters, and brothers, I come from People's Organization for Progress in New Jersey to bring a message of solidarity. Solidarity first to the people of Venezuela and salute their exercise of their right of national self-determination to choose their leaders. To choose their leaders in overwhelming democratic fashion of President Maduro winning 67% of the vote. No U.S. president has ever been elected with such a resounding support of the masses of people. We came with solidarity for their right to choose their path of social development. That is the road of the Bolivarian Revolution, to use the world's largest deposits of oil for the uplift of the people and not the profits of the predators. We come to bring a message of solidarity to them. And as much, we bring solidarity with all the peoples of the former colonies, independent, dependent, and oppressed nations who has as much stake in this struggle as we do because of our common enemy. As much, POP brings solidarity to you, the anti-imperialist forces in this country, who recognize it is our responsibility, our particular responsibility, as those who love freedom in the belly of the beast, to give it indigestion and to destroy it from within.
Yeah.
At this point, it is our responsibility to weld ourselves into the reserves of the Venezuelan revolution. It is the Venezuelan people who will be the vanguard. They will lead the fight, but we have the responsibility to be their reserves and to organize ourselves. It is our responsibility to build a movement in this country that will support the freedom struggle of the Venezuelan people and all other oppressed people, because we have a common enemy, and that is the system of imperialism led by U.S. imperialism. We are particularly situated in the belly of the beast to give service to our comrades and allies around the world. We must build a united front against imperialism. We must stand with the Venezuelan people against U.S. imperialist intervention. We must stand with Maduro on with the legacy of Chavez against Trump and his quisling, traitor, lying Guaido.
Yes.
We must unite with the African Union against NATO. The African Union stands with the Venezuelan people, while NATO is an imperialist war machine intended to continued exploitation and oppression. We must stand with the Afro-descended people of Venezuela and against Trump and his white supremacist minions who lust after the Venezuelan oil. It's been the 600-pound gorilla at the table that we've not talked about today. It's the largest oil reserves in the world. It is why the United States, leading the other imperialist powers, want to destabilize and take over Venezuela, as well as declare their hegemony in the Western Hemisphere. We ain't going back to no more Monroe Doctrine. These are independent countries that have the right of sovereignty and self-determination. It is our responsibility to defend those rights here in the belly of the beast.
Self-determination.
As Pop fights against the war on Black America, we fight also against imperialist war against our friends and allies around the world. It is our common struggle. We remember the rules of history. They lied to us about Vietnam to justify intervention. They lied to us about Iraq to justify intervention. They lied to us about Iran. They lied to us about Libya. Why do we think they ain't lying to us about Venezuela? We know they're lying about Venezuela because hundreds of thousands of Venezuelans stand in the street in support of the Bolivarian Revolution and their elected president, Nicolas Maduro. But also, Vietnam taught us the lesson that a small country can defeat a big, that a poor country can defeat a rich, with the proper organization, the mobilization of the masses, their consciousness and organization. And Venezuela too can win we learn that historic lesson. As we leave here, let us be inspired to build a united front against imperialism. Let us be inspired to take home the message. U.S. hands off of Venezuela. Long live the Bolivarian Revolution. Down with imperialism led by U.S. imperialism. And should the fascist Trump, should the fascists invade Venezuela, let each organization and individual represented here today declare we will hit the streets on that day to say hands off Venezuela. Power to the people.
Power to the people. Power to the people.